welcome back. Today we're looking at scary houses for sale. Ooh, these are houses that are for sale, but should they be? Not all of them are gonna be like in your face scary. Sometimes it's more like a strange vibe, but I think I got some spooky ones today. I thought I was running out of spooky ones, but the world never runs out of spooky houses. I almost put my headphones on. I don't need my headphones today, and that's a wonderful feeling. We get to just chit chat, you and I, which I know is what we normally do. It's not like I can't hear you when I have my headphones on. I can't hear you usually, but today I can hear you. Okay, let's jump into it. First one, $2.6 million in Brooklyn, and it looks like this. Okay, I'm seeing it. I get it already. Okay, yeah, I don't even need to see anything else. It gets the stamp of haunted for sure. What a crazy home. Okay, let's see the inside, shall we? Oh, they're stalling. They don't want us to see the inside. I mean, it can't be worse than this. I mean, this is just old home. That's fine. It's just that the front of it, it is like Haunted Mansion-esque, you know? But let's see the inside. This, you know, rundown. Rundown doesn't equal haunted. Doesn't always, at least. It can. Okay? All right, I'm feeling it. Strange little viewing platform right here. Is this a washer machine on the staircase? That's probably just there because the house hasn't been lived in a while, I hope. Imagine doing laundry in the middle of the stairs. You're like halfway up the stairs and there's like a washer and dryer. I guess if there's no other spot for it, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh man. Bless them for doing a flashlight picture. This is probably the scariest way to take a picture of an old home or like somewhere you're urban exploring. Someone that's off angle with a flashlight where you can see the shadows and the foreground. Like if you just took a flash photo, the shadows are gonna be just behind the things in the photo, so you don't really get to see them. But this looks like a guy because the flashlight is coming at an angle. Like this is prime time. Like this is 10 out of 10 spooky pictures. The random light bulb right here just dangling. Let's keep going. Dang, okay. I wonder how long it's been since someone lived here. Yeah, they definitely move stuff around. Like this looks like a furnace to me, but it's again, just like not attached to anything, just under the staircase. Not a good place for a furnace. Underneath a staircase. Whew. Dang, I've seen mounted deer or whatever this is, but a freaking flying stuffed goose just suspended. It's not even like that high up in the air. This is like you walk in and the goose like just pokes you in the face. Unless this is like added on, I'm so confused. What's it even connected to? Oh, it is connected to this. Okay, dude, that's strange. Can I say that? That's strange. I don't care. I mean, are you an animal lover or an animal hater? What does this even mean about you? What does this say? There's the chair room, of course. Gotta have a room full of disjointed chairs and old paintings and photographs. Dang, dude, this is kind of awesome. Everything's like kind of knocked over. It looks like it's getting to the point where it's fragile. Like I'd be a little scared walking around in here, but then again, homes back then were made to last. That's why this home's even still around in the first place. Built in 1899. Look at this, like a well-maintained kind of equal size one next door, what it's supposed to look like. Then they're living next to like their alternate reality self. This is what happens if you let yourself go. You could end up like this. It's been in disrepair for decades. This is a photo from 1981, and it looks like just the beginning of the downfall. Dang, 45 years and it's just been sitting here kind of, I mean, in that case it looks great. Pretty spooky. 2.5 million. I feel like I get it. It's a big house, Victorian kind of historical value to it, but 2.5 million? I mean, I'm gonna spend 2.5 million just trying to fix it up. You know, I might as well knock it down and just build an entirely new one. Then it won't have all the historical value, but I'm like, I feel like there's not that much to salvage here, so I'm not taking it. Me and my $2.5 million that I totally have are gonna look elsewhere. Okay, here we go. Something a little more manageable. 295,000 in Ohio. 3 beds, 3 baths, 2,800 square feet. That's a nice big house, but not a mansion. Very standard looking front. Nothing alarming about this. This looks like one of my friends' houses growing up, you know? Nice big yard, random chair for the ghost to sit in. Classic stuff so far. Okay, first picture of the indoors. I'm seeing a lot of stuff wrong right now. I'm seeing dolls. I'm seeing a hanging candle. I'm seeing weird kind of uncanny wall art. This looks like that smiling dog or that creepy, this is sort of like a niche reference from my own other videos, but remember that red kind of cat creature that keeps showing up with like the head that moves weirdly? This reminds me of that. I mean, it looks like it's Easter. At least I really hope it's Easter because there's just 2 random bunnies here with a little basket. Okay, perfect. Good so far. Nice entryway. Okay. All right. We're not even trying. Or rather, we are trying to make it as scary as possible. There's just like a lifelike sized doll on the couch. Like, look, it's bad enough to have just like random children dolls just chilling at the bottom of the staircases, just looking around. That's pretty weird. A little sketchy. Like a doll-sized doll. It's not to scale. It therefore can be classified as like a decoration or a toy. I think it's still weird. Not my thing. But once you have like a to scale like person, weird. We got just a doll standing on the table back here. We got a doll over here. Photos of God knows what. There's a doll in this little baby crib thing over here. There's a doll right here. I didn't even notice that. This is just like an I Spy of dolls. How many more dolls are in this photo? Kind of doll-like things over here. Oh, this is a head. Not a doll necessarily, but dude, what are we doing? We gotta see the pictures. Okay, maybe just like family photos. But why the big red candles? Why so much red? There's dolls every angle. Every angle unlocks new dolls. Look, there's one on this couch. There's one just chilling on the ground. This doll was like next to our feet in this picture. And again, why to scale? I mean, why dolls at all would be my main question, but to be a little more fair and understanding, or try to be. Why lifelike? Why to scale? Don't do that. You know what I mean? Regular bathroom, although I bet there's dolls if you look closer. There's little things. I'm okay with little things. Like, look, these are to scale frogs, potentially. Totally fine. It's the humans that I don't want just laying uncannily around the house. That's strange. This is definitely the frog room, though. Love a good frog room. Oh, it's just so much for my eyes to take in. It looks like an optical illusion. But what am I? This is the chicken room. Look at this. Chickens all over the place. Maybe hens? Why does each room have a specific living creature theme? What's going on up here? That feels ritual-y to me, but that's just a guy that doesn't know that many things. Maybe speaking out of turn, but it looks kind of ritual-y to me. This is a vampire house? Ugh, okay, I'm ready for this to be over. You don't need something everywhere. You can just have like an inch of countertop space that has nothing on it. It's okay. This is crazy. This is crazy. There's another one. To scale baby in a high chair, just chilling. They definitely like roosters or whatever these are. Just faces everywhere, man. Just faces. There's a stuffed cheetah. At least I hope it's a stuffed cheetah. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Put a real cheetah in this house. Might as well at this point. That's crazy. This isn't even like haunted. Kind of lost out of the plot a little bit. I got too into the weeds of it, but this is just scary. Of course, Elvis themed room, of course, and then random baby. Of course. Surely. Does anyone live in this home? Like, this is such an impractical room. Like, where do you go in this room if you're not Elvis? This is Elvis's room. You're not supposed to be in here. I bet late at night you can just hear Elvis singing from the other room, just like his music starts playing. Now I'm kind of curious what other themed rooms there are. Like, if there's a rooster room, a frog room, and a doll room, and an Elvis room, like, what next? Bird room. Then it makes a lot of sense. Birds everywhere. And an aquarium full of fish. Of course, huge plant here. Again, it's okay to have a little empty space, a little leg room. The theme in here is maybe just plants in general, maybe just leaves. Maybe there's no theme. Kind of weak. You got to keep the theme of having themes. This room's just a bunch of nothing. This room... boring. Oh my gosh, dude, I should have stopped scrolling. Look at this, dude. This is, okay, we gotta move on. We can't spend the whole video on this one house. I don't even know what to say at this point. You've got enough dolls. Dude, this is just so creepy. This is so creepy. Why do you need this? What does any of this do for you? Here you go. This unironically, this is the room I'd prefer to hang out in. And not just because there's a TV, but there's not a single doll in this picture. There's just like normal things, like pants, dressers, maybe full of dolls, but I'm not opening them. There's a car, I can handle that. Rugs, put me in this room. If you have to put me in one, put me in this room. Nope, screw it, put me in this room. Put me outside, put me away from this house. Okay, at least they have like a chicken coop, okay? They're not posers. They have a chicken coop, chicken room, makes sense. They have a full-size Elvis room, makes sense. Do they have frogs? I don't know, I hope so. Okay, I hated that. That was a horrible journey. I never want to go here ever. 300K-ish in Ohio, 3 beds, 3 baths. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. I'm good. I'm all good on that. The doll house. We've seen houses full of dolls before. Never like that. Truly, we've been creeped out by many houses filled with dolls. That was a new level. A new level I didn't think was possible. That last room with this like 100 dolls, probably 1,000 dolls at that point. I don't even want to know. The dolls probably had dolls in the dolls. Okay, moving on. We need a palate cleanser. Here we go. Like a saloon. This is nice. Beard and Lady Inn, apothecary, mercantile, and lodging. Dang, this place is big. Look how small this door is compared to everything else. All right, let's see it. Ooh. Dang, the ceilings are so high. Jeez, this is sick. Dang, okay, so it's like a music What am I looking at? Live music. Doesn't really matter for the sake of this video. It's just whatever they want to be. Okay, yeah, it's like a little music venue. Maybe they serve drinks or something too. Kind of cool, but I get why it's in here. Yeah, it's a little trinkety. And I feel like if you have a giant room full of artifacts and trinkets and relics from a different time, at least, just mathematically speaking, at least one of them things is gonna be haunted. I'm just saying, at least one of them has some bad something attached to it. I'm gonna guess it's this right here, this like puppet guy. But you know what? You give me 10 minutes in here, I could probably point out 15 things that could be it. I'll bet you anything. I don't like the vibes in here at all. Is this the second floor? No, that's the stage. This is the main floor. No, I think it's the second floor. Wait. Hold on. How many floors are there? It looks long, so it's probably divided into 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. So this is probably the first one that you come into. This one's probably next to it. And then if you go upstairs, you get this. And that matches with how the windows look, that this would be upstairs. Doesn't matter, but I like to figure out the logistics. So you go upstairs, you get this. Upstairs seems nice. This is a place that unfortunately, I feel like bad stuff happened here at some point in history. You don't get a building like this that's like a saloon where the people gather without like it having some weird history. Maybe that's generalizing people from older times, but I feel like there's at least a really high chance that something weird went down at this place. Looks like some other upstairs like kitchen area. That's kind of random. And look, a chill place with some board games. They got Sheriff of Nottingham. That's a fun one. And Stratego, Lord of the Rings. Oh, and Wavelength. Oh, and Scrabble. Whew. All right, put me in this room. That's what we should do. Instead of me picking which one I liked the most at the end of the video, we just pick one room in each place that if I had to get like stuck in a room, it'd be this room. We have to find like the one positive room or the most positive out of every room. It's a dumb idea. We're not gonna do that, but I think that maybe I'll just include that as like a little bonus objective. Not this one. The board game room. This building is huge. This is just also a living space. This is just like an overpriced Airbnb up here. Oh my gosh, it might actually be. Look, it's got the little button. This looks like an Airbnb. They rent this out 100%. This is so Airbnb coded, is it not? Is it like a little guest book right there? They'd probably charge a fortune for this. Like, look, dude, you gotta pay double because it's like historical and like bad, horrible, awful things happened here. Tiny toilet, or maybe it's just the scale of everything else makes it look small, but that's a tiny toilet compared to this giant sink. Okay, let's move on. I gotta move a little quicker here. Treasure chest full of evil artifacts. Another Airbnb lock right there. What is this? Like a curtain that's just on a wall with no window? That's crazy, dude. Big Airbnb energy from that. Look how many windows there are. There's one window and 2 completely plain walls, but they put a curtain on one to make you think there maybe could be a window until you actually move the curtain. Oh man, okay, yeah, another lock. Dude, I clocked that. Crazy. They rent it out separately. They rent out each room. I don't even know what this is. I don't want to know what this is. Okay, it's 3 showers. That's not that crazy. Oh, and 3 toilets, dude. Or 3 of each, probably. This is 3 toilets. This is 3 showers. I don't know about that. We're moving on. How much was this one? Did I even look how much it was? $1.2 million in Arkansas. 9,000 square feet. 5 bathrooms, and they're all in the same room? I don't think so. Built in 1887. Yeah, something bad things. Even if it's just like shootouts. You know, like a little cowboy shootout. Maybe that's just a movie thing, but it feels like it, all right? Did we look at 75 photos? Okay, we gotta move on, dude. Sorry for taking too long on these first couple ones. We just had some gold mines here. Or should I say a gold rush? Actually, that's after the gold rush. Okay, here we go. Next one, 35K in NE. Is that Nebraska? Dude, I feel like I've never seen Nebraska abbreviated before. I had to think about that. Nebraska's real? Okay, anyway, 35K in Nebraska, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,800 square feet. That's a cheap house, but let's see if we can figure out why. I can't tell if this door is open or if it's just a black door with like weird lighting. I think it is open, which is really scary. Straight out of a horror movie, just like beckoning you in, completely pitch black. It's middle of the day, but somehow the house is pitch black on the inside. Looks like the windows are all like blacked out too. It just looks pitch black in there. Nice. A little cramped, but so far it just looks old, a little dented. No problem with that. A little old, no problem with that. Definitely creaky vibes. It probably smells weird in here. Look at this big red room. Okay, yeah, I mean, destroyed. What does this say? Bathroom rules? Hang up your towel, please. Yeah, man, I'll hang up my towel, sure. As I shower from this tiny pipe that's just like hanging on by a thread, dude. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, it's just gross and old. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is why this is in here. Basement with weird staircase. Basement with clearly added on, made by someone who's not a builder staircase. Like this staircase being at a 45-degree angle is crazy work. I get it. Like it would have fit weird if you put it straight down like this, but that means that this wasn't supposed to be like a lived-in basement. Like this is like a crawl space that they extended or something. This is the kind of stuff I like. Okay, here we go. Let's go down the creepy staircase. Coward, go down the staircase. What was that? Go back. Don't show me the outside. You showed me the scariest room ever. Dude, go back. Okay, where are we now? We're upstairs? This is such a scary photo. Like, do you not have like some lights you can do before you take some pictures? You're trying to sell this, aren't you? Oh my gosh. This is perfect. This is getting so good. I love a good blurry picture of a hallway. This always comes up. There's always at least one of these. Like the person taking the pictures is scared. The single light bulb with the little clicky click. Love those. Very scary. This room actually looks nice compared to everything else. This actually looks like the one. This is the room. Put me in this room. This place is way bigger than I expected. Okay, here we go. Another scared picture. The layout of this feels like it just kind of goes on forever. Dude, nice. Very cool. Hang up your towel. Everything we've seen past this halfway point, like the first 10 photos were like, whatever, it's old. Everything after that point has been so creepy. Like, look at this, just like, I know it's just like a closet with like a slanted ceiling. Like that's not the craziest thing, but it adds, you know, this is the kind of room that the door would just swing open, even though you're for sure you latched it shut, you know? There it is again. Slightly higher view. Can we please go down there? Dude, this faces a wall too. How do you even walk down this? Like I'm pretty tall, so maybe this wouldn't be a problem for everyone, but I swear by the time you hit this step, this is like here. That's what it feels like from here. Like you go down 6 steps and the ceiling is gonna be like right in your face. You have to like do the limbo just to go downstairs. Again, like this shouldn't have been made. And for what? So you could go down here? Why do you want to go down here, man? Oh, the breaker box is down there, of course. Nice, dude. What a treat. I feel like you didn't have to make the stairs this angle. I'm just gonna say that. I guess they could have gone this way, right? They could have started from here. No, that's a wall. That wouldn't have worked. You'd have to make them turn. I get it. That's more work. Make him 45 degrees. Just turn him. Job complete. Okay, this one is really cheap and also really scary. So we're not gonna take this one. I don't think. Out of the ones we've seen so far, I don't know. I'd probably take the saloon so far, but that was what, like $1 million or something? Yeah, okay. So maybe I have to settle for this one. Because the other affordable was the one that had $1 million in it. So this is maybe our leader, because you know, I can fix this one. Okay, next up, great. Fantastic. A doll. How much is this one? 1.3 million. 4 beds, 4 baths, 4,000 square feet. Tacoma, Washington. This house is just like so out of place. It's on like a regular street. Dang, imagine being in a neighborhood and this is your house. Or just having a neighbor whose house this is. This is so like, if it wasn't pink, it would look oppressive looking. The pink definitely helps make it look silly and quirky. Okay, the neighbors have mansions too. All right, I don't feel so bad now. Okay, show me the inside. Nice. I think this is gonna be another face house. I can feel it. It's a certain type of person. You know, you like old mansion-y homes, old historical homes, and for some reason that goes hand in hand with just liking statues and dolls and just faces everywhere and old pictures of people looking at you. There we go. Faces. Nice. Big chandelier. 2 chandeliers. Weird over the door, like gargoyle looking things. Gothic looking fireplace. Okay, yeah. Pretty cool. Very haunted hotel vibe so far. Hanging doll thing, very cool. Come on, guys, what are we doing? What even is this right here? Is this like a picture? Why is it like cut out like that? It looks like it's 3-dimensional. What's with the flying fairy doll things? Also, your table is not centered with your chandelier. Actually, the chandelier might be crooked. Dude, that's crazy. Scoot it over. Everything else is meticulous, but the chandelier is like a couple inches too far that way. Oh, you know when you see something that looks like pretty and it's like satisfying to look at? This is like the opposite for my eyes. This fills me with disgust. It's like nice. Like I recognize that this is nice and well organized and everything, but I look at this and I just see it's so much brown and like such a weird mixture of textures that it's just like, it kind of makes me feel like woozy almost. Not actually, but like it's like almost that feeling where I'm like, okay, get rid of all of it, replace it with something else. Like not a single part of this is something that I like. There we go. Your classic like modern, boring black and white kitchen. You can always have one of those. Doesn't matter what the rest of the house looks like. It clashes so much with the like light brown trim on everything. And this, what the hell, blue ceiling? What are we doing? Is the person who lives here colorblind? Does that mean? Yeah, very strange. Also, like, there's like a big old monitor, like a big old screen right here. What's that for? All right, I tire of this. I tire of this place. Dang, that's actually crazy. A little like divider door, like a little aesthetic door from the kitchen to whatever this is. This looks like the kind of door that only opens when like the moon is shining through the window just to hit like this right here. Like, it looks like, I don't know, the phases of the moon. This is some mystical door right here, tell you what. Just to get to this kitchen? You kidding me? To get to the most boring Airbnb kitchen of all time with like 20 colors going on. I don't know why I'm like angry today. I'm not actually. I'm having fun. This is fun for me, but these houses are crazy. We're not even looking at whether they're haunted. They're just like poorly designed. I keep losing track of what the point is, whether these are haunted or not. Just like I'm like roasting the color choices in the kitchen. I'll get back on track. The floating dolls are a strange choice. We got some dark wood up here. Definitely creaky doors, creaky. Every single room has a chandelier for some reason. And they're all like strangely low. Like this would hit me in the face. Like this is eye level for me for sure. This is here. Pretty tall. This is a death trap for me. Man, this is absurd. Cherub light fixtures? Are these handcrafted? Oh my gosh, the chandelier's also cherubs. What is with these people, man? Okay, let's get through these. Oh my gosh, dude, what was that? Ugh. Creepy face featureless baby sitting up on the bed. How is that anything but scary? Moving on, of course. More things. There's a portal, like time machine or something. Is this like a handicap elevator? It looks way too small. You couldn't fit a wheelchair in there. And also there's a step right there. What is this? Is it just like an elevator? Like a single person elevator? That would be cool. That would put this up a couple points. Still the strangest combination of things. Again, this is about whether the houses are haunted or not, but this house is, I don't know if tasteless is the right word. It's almost like this person has every taste. And it's just like, look, if maybe you love how this turned out, but this is like everything at once. You can't have futuristic tube elevator in this room. I'm sorry, you can't have that. Huge lamps everywhere that look like they cost $5,000 because they're antiques. Giant chandeliers in every room. Scary upstairs, of course. Tiny little goblin doors. Rocking chair that you can hear rocking late at night even though there's no one up there. No one's been up there for 10 years. We keep it locked. We don't even know where the key is. Actually, no, we know where the key is. Uncle Richard has it and he wears it around his neck and we haven't seen him. He's been out in the woods. We don't know what happened to him. Blue treasure chest. That's cool though. Who comes up here and just sits, you know? Who comes up here to sit? This random ominous like wardrobe right here just peeking into frame. Dude, this is the craziest house. What room is this? Where is this? Is this the basement? Holy cow, we're getting more? This is actually kind of cool. This is like a cohesive theme. Pillows on the stairs is kind of crazy. Definitely a tripping hazard, but you know what? Whatever. This feels like a very regal. Like it's very royal feeling. I mean, not just because of the gold chairs. Like, look at everything. Look at this bed. Holy smokes. Okay, I tire of this place. I'm ready for this to be over. This just keeps going, dude. That's a nice bath. It just keeps going. What is that? Holy crap, dude. That was exhausting. I feel tired after that, truly. I feel like I just did like math homework. I don't know, that tired my brain out. I'm not taking it though, because it's in the millions. I wanna look at some cheaper ones, but that was a journey. That was absolutely not good. I didn't like that at all. Okay, here we go. We got 340K in North Carolina, a mysterious amount of beds. They don't know how many there are. There's one bathroom though, they know that for sure. Just under 1,200 square feet. Let's check it out. Kind of unassuming front, very plain yard. Definitely getting strange vibes already. It's just kind of a lot of brick. I don't know. Weird. Ooh, yeah. This is the vibe I was getting. This is like cult like, kind of. It's like a weird mix between like a AA meeting and like weirdly culty feeling. I don't know, just paint the walls. It wouldn't feel so bad. What a weird place. I don't even know what I'm feeling. I ain't feeling anything good though. Random sort of kitchen. And it's in the same room as this? What is this? What business is conducted at this 2 chairs facing 1 chair table? That's sort of in a kitchen. Okay, what's this? Just like a random horse. Yeah, I'm gonna say... life is happy. That's not a phrase we say. You could say, you know, live life to the fullest or be happy. Just life is happy. That feels, I don't know, it's a very harmless phrase, but that feels, doesn't that feel like it adds to the cultiness of the rest of it? Life is happy. You say to yourself as you use the bathroom, life is happy. It's very childish slogan, I guess, maybe is what I'm feeling. Life is happy? Like, what about it? Just the whole thing? Just the existence of life is happy? It also feels like bad grammar. Okay, I'm roasting the wrong things. Very creepy vibes. What's in the shed. What's going on in there? Very creepy vibes from this whole thing. Definitely feels like culty just because, not because it's church-like, but because it's like not church-like, but it's trying to be. There's like 6 chairs and like a pulpit type thing. It's not like it's illegal to have a church of only 6 people, but it feels like it's wrong, you know? Like it feels like, why is there no one else that's interested in this? Why do you need your own building for the 6 of you, or rather including this person, the 7 of you to meet? Like what are you discussing in here that like no one else wants to attend and you need an entire building to discuss it? And also, how did you afford the building? Also, why is there a kitchen? What are you guys cooking up in here, huh? I don't know, weird vibes for sure. Very big building. I get why they said unknown amount of bedrooms. There are none. There's nowhere to sleep. It's just like a weird place with a bunch of rooms, but you're not supposed to stay here. You're not supposed to sleep here. You are supposed to stay here. You're supposed to stay here forever. They don't let you leave once you come in here, I think. Okay, anyway, I'm not taking that one. In fact, I couldn't even think of a room I would like to be in, but maybe, no, there isn't one. Yeah, that's also a lot of money for what it is too. Bad energy from that. Didn't like that at all. Okay, 250K, Utah. 2 bed, 2 bath, 2,200 square feet. It looks kind of like a dystopian hideout so far. Maybe a place where you are hiding out from patrols of raiders while you build a car you're gonna escape in. Oh my gosh. What the heck, man? 250K. You're kidding me. This is just like not a home. Also, it's kind of like a greenhouse. Is this transparent and not metal paneling? Or is it just reflective? I can't tell. It looks transparent to me. Enter here. I don't think I will. Okay, we're about to see something. Okay, yeah. Kind of exactly what I expected. Maybe actually better than what I expected. I love the shower curtain to differentiate walking space to pantry space to keep the goodies safe, classy. Yeah, just like post-apocalyptic hideout vibes for sure. You know, the kind of place that you like live in the basement of this place. Like you live underground and the upper area is supposed to look like this so people think no one's been here in a while, you know? But then they see one of your lights on and they see like a flashlight in the nighttime and then the raiders come. Strangely clean toilet given the circumstances. Yeah, this is not really haunted, just messy, disastrous. How are there still 30 more photos? I mean, if you guys had used this paper towel to like clean up. Oh wait, this is toilet paper, never mind. No wonder they had to buy so much. They were always wasting it, dude. Look at that. All right, I don't think we need to look at all of these to get what the problem is. I think I know what the problem is. I don't know how you get to this point. Like, I don't know how anyone ever lived here. And nothing looks like it's been there that long is probably the weirdest part. It's just like hoarder situation. Like, you can throw this box away. I don't think you're gonna need this. But like, nothing looks like it's been here for years. Like, it doesn't even look that dusty. It's just been messy with people living in it for a while. Not abandoned, which is maybe the scariest part. Like, I don't get the sense that this has been empty for a while. What the heck? Like, I think there's people that have been living in this recently. This is just how they live, kind of. Also, the door's opening. Are we going in? What's this? Oh, we might be inside the building, the bunker. Dude, this is really just like a shelter. Ooh, it comes with that? Cool, nice. Or that's my neighbor. I don't trust him. Dang, dude, this is absurd. What even is this? Horses, maybe? Just some sort of livestock? Oh, man. Okay, yeah, not really haunted, but definitely bad energy for sure, dude. Where was this again? Utah? Interesting. Okay, I'm not taking it. In fact, there wasn't a room I'd like to be in. Okay, next one. 350K in California. All right. 3 beds, 1 bath, 1,350 square foot. It's in my state. I assume this is far from where I live because I'm getting the kind of vibes that it's far. Also, you might want to put another coat of paint on the letter C there, mister. I think that you gotta be, you should just do that, all right? Yeah, this is already giving me the creeps. So it's this house and this school of sorts. Okay, cool. Let me see. There we go. Nice big jugs. Sorry. Water containers, I should say, for anyone watching this on a loudspeaker. That's a nice red. That's a weird thing for me to comment, but that's a really satisfying color for cabinets. Cool. Inside is just like a little creepy, a little dismal. This is definitely a creepy hallway, definitely the kind of hallway that things walk past. I've just seen a lot of horror movies. This really is just like man who's seen too many horror movies points out how these houses would be used in horror movies. This is a house you could film a horror movie in for sure. The house itself could easily not be haunted, but it could be also. That's the thing. Interesting rooms. You got pretty plain rooms, but everything's got a kind of a unique color, like a nice dog poop green, a nice purple and black classic combo, and then nice kind of yellowish. Even the ceiling is yellow. I love that. If you need some paint, I think I've got some lying around. I don't know what this is. Definitely lots of water damage. Definitely a lot of mold in this place. Strange shapes that I'm not understanding. Weirdest light fixture to be in a house. Although we might be inside the school now, right? Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, dude. The like door just hanging out there, like not on the hinges. That's so creepy for some reason. Nice. Cool. You got like some fruit trees potentially. Ooh, apples. Nice. Jugs. A lot of pictures of the outside, I'll bet. That's the part that's appealing. I get that. They know people are gonna buy this and just knock everything down. Yeah, definitely bad vibes in this house. We didn't get that many pictures. It definitely kind of had that like ugh feel to it, you know, just kind of grimy, definitely smells weird. A little haunted, maybe one or two ghosts that live in the basement area, or, you know, they travel, or maybe they live in the school and you just kind of see the light on every now and then in the school, or you just kind of hear like a thud once in a while. Nothing too crazy though. We definitely have seen worse recently, as in the last 10 minutes we've seen worse, so it's fine. Okay, last one. Just under $1 million, Kansas, 6 beds, 4 baths, 10,000 square feet. Crap. Okay, if this is the last one and I can't afford this one, I don't know which one I'm gonna pick, because we had like 4 ones that were in the millions and then a bunch of ones that were horrible. And the $1 million+ ones were also horrible. I don't know how I'm gonna pick the most desirable one, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, outside looks great so far. I might have to take out a small loan of $1 million. Nice, vaguely blurry, kind of old square photo of the staircase. Love it, love it. I feel like this picture was taken a long time ago. This isn't what it looks like now, so let's see what it looks like now. Dang. That's been taken care of. Holy cow. It looks really good. Definitely haunted. Like, don't get me wrong. It looks nice in here, but this is like the other side of haunted, where like there's like the run down, not maintained, something bad happened here type haunted. Then there's the like nefarious rich people things happened here, you know? And there's like a murder type situation, you know? Strange stuff on the ceiling, you know, big rugs, pretty standard stuff so far. This looks like it would spin and chop everyone's heads off, but maybe I'm too much in the horror movie mode right now. Strange looking light fixture for a table at any rate. Okay, I'm noticing like a bat on the silverware and also this plate. Kind of sick. Very gothic. Cool. Big old crystal skull. Typewriter. Love that. Kind of like, you know, eclectic so far, but not scary. A knight of armor, dude. As far as like, not weird, but unconventional decorations to have in your home as far as things from older times, I would actually absolutely put a suit of armor in my home. That would be like the one kind of horror movie thing that I'd make an exception for. Like having a suit of armor in your living room, that's sick as hell. I don't care who you are. That's sick. That's awesome. Definitely just weird. The big red curtains, this feels like a vampire house, doesn't it? Like this old picture is of a lady who, like, this is a picture from like the 1800s, but somehow she's still alive. Like this is just the lady who lives here. She looks just like this. Actually though, this lady looks like that person, but just a little bit older. Does she not? Is this not her? I mean, you can't really tell, but it kind of does look like her, like just a little bit older. Is this a vampire house? Is she a vampire? Anyway, turtle on the piano, of course. Definitely very busy, lots of colors and shapes. What is this? This person definitely likes, I don't know, something. I don't even know. There's a sword on the wall. The skeleton, it's tacky, but maybe there's a reason for it. Dude, what is this place? This is like on purpose creepy, right? They're like role-playing as a vampire lord or something. I mean, the Dr. Pepper cherry really ties it all together. Yep. Whoa. Okay, I think I might have been right on the money with it being like a vampire lord house, or at least they're like, that's just like their thing. Okay, no, hold on. You can't move on from that picture. What is this? What am I looking at? What is this? Who are these people? You better show me more of that room. Is this a different room? It doesn't have the thing behind it. What's going on? Why the red lighting? And also, why is it just like the one picture and then like, okay, never mind, moving on. You don't think anyone that's looking to buy a home is gonna have questions about this? Like, what is this? Why the scary red backlight? Okay, yeah, dude, this is like from a movie? Like, am I not getting something? Like, what's this? Who's she? Is this, what's with this popcorn thing? Is this like some collector? This probably is some movie thing that I'm not getting, like some Dracula homage or something. There's a theater in here, that's kind of cool. Until the movie's over and you're laughing and clapping with your friends and then you turn around and it's just you watching a movie alone because they were all all ghosts. This guy's a ghost for sure. That's a ghost hat right there for sure. Dang, okay, yeah, this is, okay, here we go. All right, so this is just like some movie fan. Dude, what, is it the theater down there? Okay, yeah, it is just a vampire thing. Is everyone else getting the references here and I'm just like making the wrong observations? This is so weird though, isn't it? Like, this isn't a film thing, I don't think. The rest of the house isn't like, oh, this person's a big film fan, but there's just like randomly one vampire thing here and there. That's really cool though. That's sick. I love that. It's actually just like a haunted mansion that's leaning into the fact that it's kind of like a haunted mansion or like a vampire's manor. I kind of like that, but I almost wish they leaned into it, not more, but in a cooler way. You know, just like having read everything. Dude, they even got a vampire car. I didn't even know that that was a thing. They managed to find a car that looks like a vampire car. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. The house just has that classic like old haunted mansion feel to it. Then there's just like randomly vampire stuff and Ghostbusters things and a weird theater. It didn't feel like enough references to any one thing that felt like that was the theme. It just felt like random. Like, this is weird. You know, especially knowing that like how many people are gonna be as big vampire fans as you to wanna buy it as is, you know? Like, if I'm a big fan of freaking, you know, whatever trinkets I have back here, I got swords and things from video games and movies. I'm not being like, isn't that cool? You guys, don't you want this space because of the niche things I like? It's like, no, we're gonna get rid of the vampire stuff when we buy this house, all right? You don't gotta like make this a selling point. I don't care if the coffin comes with it or not. In fact, I'd rather it doesn't come with it. Yeah, I don't know. It felt kind of haunted at the beginning, but then I'm like, okay, well, it's a little unfair because they're kind of leaning into it, but it's perfect because the house feels haunted on its own and that's why they felt the need to lean into it. But why vampire? You know, I feel like just lean into it just being generally scary. Or lean into the vampire thing more and more tastefully. I don't know. Anyway, I hope I wasn't too much of a hater today. These are pretty low stakes. Like, this is houses that I'm never gonna buy and you're never gonna buy. Hopefully. You shouldn't buy any of these, by the way. So I feel like I can be harsh on them. Like, it's not like the person who designed this house in the 1800s is gonna be like, oh, a YouTuber made fun of the upholstery. But yeah, I think it's funny. I choose houses that are like supposed to be horrible, or people send them to me or whatever, or they're bookmarked or tagged as this on like a subreddit. So I go into them not really having seen it yet, and then I'm just like dumbfounded still. Like, that's the point of the video, is kind of to find houses that are very unconventional, but it seems like I'm somehow still shocked every time. You guys seem to really like these videos of just looking at weird houses for sale, and I love doing it, so here you go. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We just hit 500,000 subscribers, so that's huge. Feels super weird to be halfway to 1 million. I'm not really one to set goals for the channel. Like, when I started this channel, or like at any point, I've never been like, oh, I've got to hit 500,000, or oh, I've got to hit 1 million. Like, there's a good chance we never hit 1 million, but the fact that we're halfway there feels like we could. Maybe someday we will. We'll see what happens. But thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of it. And yeah, good to see you again. Oh, I didn't pick a house. Truly, and this feels bad because of everything I just said, but probably the vampire house, because at least there were some positives. Truly, we had some stinkers today. Like, that's the point. I'm glad we did. But dude, I think the only house I could even see myself not immediately dying in is this one. That's cool. I could make use of this. I'd get rid of the vampire stuff. This house is otherwise just like normal haunted, you know, like the ghosts don't seem malicious. They're just there because why would they not be? I would want to live here too if I was a ghost. The other ones were just so bad and just felt like there was evil afoot that I don't want any of the other ones. I don't want the cult house. I don't want the apocalypse hideout. I don't want the one with the weird school. I don't want any of it, dude. I'll take the vampire house over the rest of them for sure. So there you have it. I mean, it's what, $1 million? If money wasn't a problem, this is the one out of the ones we saw today I would choose. But realistically, I could be getting this one. Only one I could afford, and that means I'm living in a haunted house in Nebraska, and I'm gonna figure out a better way to do a staircase to the basement. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. See ya. I know you're thinking about these swords back here after I mentioned them.